Coming in at number 10, unchanged from last week, are the LA Chargers. The Chargers are a team that I really haven't been sold on them, right? I really haven't been so convinced, like, hey, this is a good team. And I have to realize, I have to speak it, that the Chargers are not a bad team, guys. They have won 5 of their last 6 games. They've beaten the Falcons. They've beaten the Bengals, Titans, Browns, and Saints. Winners of the last 5 or 6. Their only losses so far this season have come to playoff teams, and that is to the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Kansas City Chiefs, Arizona Cardinals. They're not playoffs as right now, but they could work their way in there, and then the Baltimore Ravens. One of the biggest questions, one of the biggest issues that we've had with a lot of these bottom from 5 to 10 teams is like, who have they played, right? Who have they played? And honestly, that is a question for the Chargers. Who have they played? And honestly, guys, the Chargers really haven't played anybody. Or sorry, they have played people. They have played the Steelers. They have played the Chiefs. They have played the Ravens. They have played the Cardinals, but they lost all of those games. Now, moving forward, they do play the Chiefs again on Sunday Night Football at Arrowhead Stadium. Kansas City Chiefs is a very struggling team as of right now. They're in the rough patch. They're dog days of this 2024 NFL season. If they could get a win over the Chiefs, if they could get a win over the Broncos, over the Buccaneers in the next 3 weeks, then we can really solidify, like, yes, they are them, right? They are them. And I see you guys' comments. J.K. Dobbins is out. Yes, J.K. Dobbins is out. Yes, they did struggle to find offense last week versus the Atlanta Falcons. But you know what? They still won. They still won. Despite of all the adversity, despite all the setbacks on that, which was honestly the only reason why J.K. Dobbins got knocked out was because of that final kickoff, which was stupid to even do it, but versus the Baltimore Ravens, if I'm not mistaken, just absolutely whatever. We digress from that. But the fact that they're out their top running back, their offense did struggle, but their defense stepped up. Their defense stepped up, and they're playing well. They are playing well. Now, the number 10 spot, you can probably flow in a lot of teams in there. You can throw in the Texans. You can throw in the Broncos. You can throw in the Cardinals. You can throw in the Seahawks. You can throw in the Vikings, right? That 10 spot is really, really fluid, but I think this week, going into week 14, the LA Chargers do come in at number 10. So what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with the LA Chargers sitting at number 10? Number 10, number 10, number 10. Josh Olson's in the chat. What's up, Josh? He says, I think the Texans are number 10. Josh, it is a conversation to be had, right? Me personally, I do not have the Texans in the top 10. Spoiler alert, I do not have the Texans in the top 10. I don't think they're playing very, very good football right now. I think if the Chargers and Texans were to play head-to-head right now, the Chargers would come out on top. The Texans' struggle on the offensive line is really starting to rear its really head, right? And with Algier out, the Chargers might take advantage of that weak linebacker play and start maybe run the ball. Maybe Gus the Bus can start motoring down, right? But I think the Chargers coming in at number 10. I think they're right, but I valid your opinion. The Texans could be a number 10 team. I have them at 11-12 range as of right now. John says it's only because Dobbins is out. So John is saying they're only 10 because Dobbins is out. If Dobbins was in, they should be higher. Is that what I'm understanding, John? You're saying that the Chargers should be higher, but since Dobbins is out, you're okay with it? I don't know. What are you saying? And John also said they could lose the next 3. They very well could. They very well could lose the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football at Arrowhead Stadium on week 14. They very well could lose the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. They very well could lose to the Denver Broncos at home. Very, very good possibility. And if that were to happen, that opens the door wide open for the Cincinnati Bengals. Wide open for the Indianapolis Colts. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But it is what it is. John says he has the Chargers at number 12 right now. Okay. Yin and yang, right? Yin and yangs. And Laura says, agree as long as the Vikings are higher. Vikings are not on the list, Laura. Vikings are not on the list. But number 10, we do got the LA Chargers. Coming in at number 9,